Alright guys, this is MTBSwifty and welcome to episode 3 of this AFC Wimbledon management mode career for FIFA 12. So I'll get started with the first game, which was against Carlisle in the Johnstone's Paint Trophy. Carlisle League 1 club, so it was going to be hard. And in the 5th minute, Taiwo passed it to Zoko, who stopped in the box and waited in a shocking challenge there by me. And Zoko buried it into the bottom corner. If he didn't score, it would have probably been a penalty, seeing as I did take him out. So that put Carlisle 1-0 up in this Johnstone Paint Trophy match. And I was trying to win this because I do need money, because I have no money to sign any players whatsoever. So straight from kick-off, I got forward, had a main out with a nice ball to Jolly, and Jolly walked past the defence and had a decent shot, but it was straight at the keeper and they got it clear. However, Keenan picked it back up, lost it, but managed to pick it back up again and ran inside the box, and a great finish into the top corner, so we equalised straight away there. I was really pleased that we managed to hit back so fast against very good opposition, Carlisle United of League 1. But in the 13th minute, they broke forward with Zoko yet again. I just couldn't hold on to him. He was too fast, he was too powerful, too pacey for my liking, and they just scored a great half volley, similar to Julian Lescott's against Aston Villa, in the 15th minute, and that put them 2-1 up. Miller scoring the goal. So as you can see, Zoko with a great ball and my defence was nowhere to be seen, and a great half volley into the corner. But in the 60th minute, Jolly put it forward to Jolly, and Jolly passed it back to Jolly. But of course, on an attack, Zoko coming down injured. I was a bit annoyed at that point. I was like, oh, I was on attack. But then Adamino with a great chance, and what happened? Just as I hit it, my controller cut out. Could not believe my luck. Oh, I was so unhappy, but there you go. And in the 90th minute, we had one more chance to level it and take it to penalties. But unfortunately, it fell to Minsell, who doesn't have the best of finishing. And as you will see here, he managed to get past their defender O'Halloran and skip past their next defender, but the shot was way wide, and that was the last kick of the game. So that finished full time, Carlisle United 2, AFC Wimbledon 1, and that was the end of the Johnstone's Paint Trophy for me this year. But moving on very quickly to my next game was the league game against Port Vale, and we started off really well with a great ball to Midson, who smashed it low and hard, but the keeper saved and we couldn't follow up the rebound. But yet again, in the 13th minute, we got forward with Jackson, who has some really good pace. He must be 80 plus in his acceleration. Slotted it across to Moore, and Moore buried it. Now, okay, it was a sweaty goal, but sometimes you need them, don't you? And moving on to the 25th minute, Pope got forward, passed it to Burge, and Burge turned my defender, did my defender again, but put it wide. Maybe he was being too cocky because he took on my defender about 2 or 3 times there. But nevertheless, in the 33rd minute, Midson got into the box, turned their defender, and he didn't turn him again. Slotted it off, well hard, a great goal. I was really pleased with this. I thought it was a brilliantly worked goal, and as you can see here, Midson just lays it off a nice little back flick, and Wellard just smashed it into the side of the net, past the keeper, and they couldn't handle us. However, I don't know what my keeper was doing there. He really should have made sure that went out, but fortunately it went past the post. And in the 88th minute, they got forward and scored, so they did have a chance to get back into the game. Burge, some really poor defending. They just walked around my defence. Couldn't hold them, and they put it into the back of the net. Idiotically, I tried to take them on, but they're only League 2 players. They don't have much skill, and they got the ball back, got forward again, and again my defence was all over the place. I was at 6s and 7s, and oh, thank God they put it wide, or else that would have been an embarrassing scoreline at 2-2 to say I was 2-0 up, and with 2 minutes left. But that finished AFC Wimbledon 2, Port Vale 1, so yet another 3 points in the board, which is always nice. It's always good. We've started well, even though we lost our first game of the season. Hopefully we can kick on and pick up some more points. So moving on to the League Cup game against Bristol City. Now I found out that my stadium doesn't have the night mode, so I had to play in dusk, and which is why I was complaining in the last League Cup match about not playing at night time, even though we were. But anyway, in the 4th minute, we had a great chance to take the lead, but a great save by their keeper, David James, the one and only, and the rebound by Jolly just went past the post. But in the 12th minute, they just had too much for me. They had too much quality. They are a championship team. McAllister put it into the box, and Pittman headed it in off my defender, but it had probably gone in anyway. So in the 13th minute they went 1-0 up through a Brett Pittman header. It was a well-worked goal, but nevertheless, maybe should have defended it better, but they are quality. You've got to give it to Bristol City. And in the 26th minute they had yet another chance, but it came off the post and they missed. Wouldn't call it an open net as such. It was a bit hard, so I'll let them off. And yet again, they just dominated me all match really. I didn't have many chances, if any, and when I did, the keeper or the defence stopped him easily. But as you can see, my keeper was on really good form, and I don't know how they've missed that. It was an open net, and that one was an open net, so that should have been 2-0 and should have been game over. But I did get a chance in the 42nd minute. But yet again, David James, I'm never going to get past him. It was his day that day. And coming into the 64th minute, Pittman again turned my defence, put it past the keeper, but the keeper with the outstretched leg save, and they hit the post yet again. As you can see, they were on fire. They were dominating me. Could not hold them. And even when I did get forward with a brilliant move, I have to say it was nice on the ball, on the floor football, some nice passes and some nice flicks and touches, and Adamino with a great shot, and yet again another save by David James. Both keepers doing really well, and this corner was in the 90th minute, the last chance we had. I thought it was going to my keeper, but it wasn't, and the header went way over, and that was how it finished, unfortunately. I thought this was a bit ridiculous to end it there, but nevertheless. The game finished Bristol City 1, AFC Wimbledon 0, with both keepers putting on a brilliant shot. I have to admit, David James and my keeper, I can't remember his name, that's really bad. But yeah, both putting on a really good show, and hats off to them. So it came down to transfer deadline day, and I'll just quickly skip through this because nothing happened. I didn't get any offers, I didn't sign anybody, but that's because no one's on the transfer list. So just picking up a few ones. Schneider, Inter Milan to Real Madrid, Levesi's gone to Chelsea, Mwamba to Sunderland, you know. So my scout came back and he's found 2 more people. Fortunately, Charles Williams hasn't been snapped up yet, so I did try to sign him. As you can see, he is the better out of the 3. So, but obviously the same message came up saying I need to change my budgets. So I tried to change my budgets, and I put all of my budget onto the wage budget, which only gave me £500 odd, I think. Yes, 596. So just short of £200 wage budget. And when I went to try and sign him, I couldn't because I didn't have enough money. So I was a bit annoyed, but need to get some money from somewhere. Anyway, moving on to the game against Barnet. This was a boring match. There was, apart from the goals, there was nothing. Anyway, here are the goals. Moore got forward and a great shot. I thought about passing it across and sweating it out, but I couldn't do it. Moore had done a great run, and I thought, well, he's surely going to bury this, and he did. It was a really nice finish actually. But straight away in the 16th minute, only 6 minutes after I'd scored, they got back. Ainsworth with some lovely work out on the wing. Lloyd Owusu with the header, and my keeper dived the wrong way. After the great performance against Bristol City, he goes and does that. Could have easily cost me the game. Fortunately, it didn't. And at this point, it was 1-1. Half-time, Barnet 1, AFC Wimbledon 1. So, moving on into the second half, in the 48th minute, Minshall had the ball, passed it to Luke Moore up front. Luke Moore turned the defence with ease, and luckily got it into the back of the net. Not sure if that was on target when he first hit it, but nevertheless I will take it. I will take any goal at this moment. Promotion would be really nice, and with the 3 points from this game and the next game and the game after that, I'll take him however I get it. So as you can see, it just deflects off the player's foot and goes into the back of the net. That's how it finished. I closed out the game with the possession tactics and left it at that. So that was the last game in this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next episode.